He wasn't born into fame, yet there was always a powerful presence about him, a rare fusion of emotion, charisma, and artistic intensity that made audiences stop and listen. Özcan Deniz didn't just enter Turkish entertainment. He built an empire within it, transforming his early passion for music into one of the most enduring multi-dimensional careers of his generation. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Özcan Deniz was born on May 19, 1972, in Ankara, Turkey, and spent much of his youth in Aydın. Long before film sets and primetime television, he was drawn to music. As a teenager, he performed at local venues and steadily built his reputation as a singer with a distinctive, emotionally rich voice. His early albums gained strong popularity, establishing him as a leading name in Turkish pop and arabesque music throughout the 1990s. While music made him a household name, acting expanded his legacy. His transition to television introduced him to a new audience, but it was his role in the long-running drama Asmalı Konak that elevated him to national superstardom. The series became a cultural phenomenon, and his portrayal of Seymen Aga solidified his image as a charismatic leading man capable of balancing romance and intensity. Rather than remaining solely in front of the camera, Özcan broadened his creative control. He took on responsibilities as a director, writer, and producer, demonstrating a deeper commitment to storytelling. Projects like İstanbul Öcalan further reinforced his influence, combining strong narratives with emotionally layered performances that resonated internationally. Özcan's approach to his career reflects strategic ambition. He moves fluidly between music and acting, carefully selecting projects that align with his artistic vision. This balance between creative expression and commercial appeal has allowed him to remain relevant across decades in an industry known for rapid change. Off-screen, his public image blends star power with discipline. Known for commanding stage performances and polished appearances, he maintains a lifestyle centered around productivity and creative output. While his personal life, including high-profile relationships and marriage, has occasionally drawn public attention, he consistently redirects the focus toward his professional achievements. His influence extends far beyond Turkish borders. With international distribution of his television series and a loyal global fan base built through music tours and streaming platforms, he remains one of Turkey's most recognizable male entertainers. His estimated net worth reflects decades of earnings from album sales, concerts, television success, film projects, and brand partnerships. What truly sets him apart is longevity. From young stage performer to established actor, from singer to director and producer, Özcan Deniz continues to evolve rather than settle. He embraces reinvention, creative risk, and leadership within his projects. As of 2026, Özcan Deniz stands not only as a celebrated singer and actor, but as a symbol of artistic endurance and multidimensional success in modern Turkish entertainment. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. He wasn't born into fame, yet there was always something unmistakable about him. A quiet intensity, a commanding presence, and a natural gravity that pulled attention without effort. Çağatay Ulusoy didn't simply step into Turkish entertainment. He reshaped his image again and again, evolving from a young model into one of the most formidable actors of his generation. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Çağatay Ulusoy was born on September 23, 1990, in Istanbul, Turkey. Before cameras, scripts, and global premieres, his path began in the world of modeling. In 2010, he won Best Model of Turkey, a title that opened doors but also placed expectations squarely on his shoulders. Instead of remaining confined to fashion, he made a decisive pivot toward acting, committing himself to formal training and long-term growth. His acting breakthrough came in 2011 with Adini Farah Koydum, where his portrayal of Emir Sarafoglu turned him into a household name across Turkey and the Middle East. The role brought massive popularity, but it also tested him early. Fame arrived fast, and so did scrutiny. Rather than staying in a safe lane, Çağatay chose reinvention. That transformation became unmistakable with Iserd, where he delivered a powerful performance as Sarp Yılmaz. The crime drama showcased a darker, more complex side of his acting, earning critical acclaim and cementing his credibility beyond romantic leads. It marked a turning point, proving he could carry psychological depth, physical intensity, and emotional restraint all at once. His career then expanded onto the global stage with Netflix's The Protector, making him one of Turkey's first actors to headline an international streaming original. Playing Hakan Demir introduced him to a worldwide audience and positioned him as a symbol of Turkey's growing presence in global entertainment. Rather than chasing constant visibility, Çağatay became known for selective choices. Projects like Yeşilçam paid homage to classic Turkish cinema, while Kubra pushed him into philosophical and psychologically layered territory. In Kubra, he portrayed Gökhan, a character grappling with belief, power, and identity in the digital age, a role that resonated strongly with modern audiences and reinforced his reputation for choosing substance over repetition. Off-screen, Çağatay Ulusoy maintains a notably private and disciplined lifestyle. He avoids excessive media exposure, speaks rarely about his personal life, and lets his work define his public image. This restraint has only amplified his mystique, setting him apart in an industry driven by constant visibility. In fashion and branding, his influence remains strong yet controlled. He collaborates with high-profile brands while staying selective, aligning endorsements with his image rather than overextending his presence. His lifestyle reflects focus, structure, and long-term vision rather than fleeting trends. As of 2026, Çağatay Ulusoy's influence extends well beyond Turkish television. With strong international recognition, sustained streaming success, and a career built on deliberate evolution, his estimated net worth reflects years of consistent work across acting, global projects, and premium brand partnerships. What truly defines him is restraint paired with ambition. From model to actor, from television idol to globally recognized performer, Çağatay has never rushed his growth. He chooses depth over noise, longevity over comfort, and transformation over familiarity. As of 2026, Çağatay Ulusoy stands not just as a leading man, but as a symbol of controlled power, artistic discipline, and quiet dominance in modern entertainment. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.